YouTube channel. Today we have 2022 Polo Vivo Comfortline, and the only reason I've decided to start making voiceover videos on this is simply because not everyone is fully aware of the price implications of the car part. I thought I'd make a video on that. Recently, a friend of mine got into a car accident. She basically has a 2022 Polo Vivo Comfortline, which is why I looked for this video and thought I'll do a voiceover on it. So she has this car in blue color, and what happened was one of the bikers, you know your Uber Eats guys, this guy crashed into her from behind, and he accidentally broke the wiper. So this guy, Agana Insurance, he has no insurance at all. So now what happens is Miguel doesn't know how much the arm costs, the wiper arm from the back costs. So this Uber Eats guy gave 50 rand. You know, he sort of convinced that it would cost 50 rand. Only to find out that this part actually costs 5 times that. It's like 250 rand minimum. If you were to buy it from the OEM, from VW, you'd be ranging somewhere around 500 upwards, depending on the spec and what car it is as well. So basically what I'll start doing now is I'm just going to go over the car and and go over the most common parts of the car that could easily get damaged, and just make you fully aware of what the costs are. We will not touch on the interior, but if you'd like that, just leave a comment in. I think it would be also a good input to talk about most of these car parts that can easily be damaged, like your windscreen, your steering buttons. They do wear off after some time. Your air conditioning buttons, kids play with them. It's a lot. So as this is the first video, I just thought, well, I'll sort of brush over it and see how it goes. So looking at one of the most common parts in the car that could easily get damaged, probably looking at the front bumper. So as you know, front bumpers are easy to find. You can most likely find a bumper for any car anywhere, except sports cars for sure. But looking at this Polo Vivo's front bumper, if you had to purchase it from the VW, you're looking at around 2,500 to 4,000 rand, and that's all depending on whether your car has fog lights, as a special design in the bumper, and all that. And to add on to that, we are also looking at how much it would cost if you were to look for the bumper on Aftermarket. So you see that the price is nearly half. Actually, not nearly, it is half of that. You also have your side scuttle there on the car under the doors that easily gets damaged, pavings. From VW, that easily costs to 5k. But on Aftermarket, I think you can even find one. I saw one at Macro going for 2,709. I do have these prices listed at the end of this video for those that are actually looking for some of these car parts. So if you look here at the front bumper, you have your headlight, your bumper with fog lights in it. Some do not have fog lights, so based on that, the prices may vary. So you'd most likely find a bumper of such manner at 595 rand as an aftermarket part, and not 4,000 rand. Looking at the grille as well, there in between you have the VW sign. That grille costs 1,000 rand to 2,000 rand at VW, depending on the spec of the car. But on Aftermarket, that's nearly just 800 rand. We also have your rear tail lights. Looking at those lights, you could get them from VW at 1,500 to 3,000 rand a pair. So the price is fairly fair, I'd say. But then on your Aftermarket, those rear view lights are simply going for 900 rand. We also have your LED, your light indicator there on the fender of the car on the left hand side, just above the wheel. That actually just goes for 165 rand. But if you to go to VW, that nearly costs double, 300 to 500 rand. What else could we touch on? Well, your headlights. Your headlights also can easily get damaged. So when you're looking at your headlights, your headlamps actually, correct term for them, you can most likely expect to pay 3,500 to 6,000 rand a pop. That depends as well on the design and which year it is. But on your aftermarket, on this particular vehicle, you can get them at 1,995 each. Yeah. Uh, as well as the bonnet, actually. The bonnet can easily get damaged. You get hail, you get people falling into the bonnet. You have kids crashing on the bonnet, you have irreparable damage, and you might need to replace the entire bonnet. The bonnet goes for 3,000 to 500 rand. 5,000 rand, sorry, at VW. But on your aftermarket, that's simply 1,950. We also have the windscreen. Windscreens get damaged a lot. From VW, that's 1,500 to 3,000 rand. On your aftermarket, I think Optiglass has your VW windscreen at 1,250. We also have your rear view mirrors, the side mirrors basically on the car. From VW, you were ranging between 1,000 to 2,500. But in aftermarket, gloss black, just as in this car here, they are simply going for 1,049. Looking at the exhaust tip behind the car, that exhaust tip goes for 500 rand to 1,000, nearly double at VW. But on your aftermarket, that's simply 350 rand. Well, I'll touch on tires, but well, each to their own. There's a wide range of tires, but you're most likely looking at, for example, I'll mention maybe one brand, say some Matuma tires. They go for 900 rand for this VW Polo. Also, the rims are quite significant. They cost quite a lot, so you're probably looking at around 3,500 plus per tire, per rim. We also have the rear bumper of the car, and VW is ranging from 2,000 to 3,500, but aftermarket it's actually just 1,146. We also have the license plate holder before it disappears there. The license plate holder at VW will cost you anywhere between 50 rand to 150. But I saw one, you could easily purchase one at Builders for 45 rand. I think that brings us to the end of this video, and if you have any more questions, just hit me up or just leave a comment. I have put together quite the number of parts here. I've got fenders, fender indicators, mudguards, go for 300 rands. Your front emblem, in case someone steals your VW sign, that sign goes for, what did I list it? Goes for 220. License plate holder, touched on that. Rear windscreen goes for 3,000 rand. Wow, can you believe that? Costs more than the front windscreen. That's just madness. We also have the fog lights. A pair of them from VW will cost you 1,500 rand, 2,500 a pair. But on the aftermarket, that's just 1,200 rand. So what else can we touch on? The antenna for the car. You could get your antenna stolen. It costs 330 on your aftermarket. Usually should range 100 to 300 rands at VW. So that's I think that's round about it. I've sort of tried to put together what I could in the meantime, because well, it was quite worrisome that well, how many more other people out there are buyers in prices and they do not know, like especially our mothers, our grandmothers, or if your grandmother still drives, mine still does, she might not know the prices of some of these things, and this we do not have the most honest drivers in our roads, so it gets tricky like that. What else could I touch on? Well, I think that's just about it for now. Thanks guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and catch you next time. Let me know which car I should do next, and I'll be more detailed. Thanks.